The official trailer for Ransom Canyon Season 2 wastes no time creating an atmosphere filled with mystery and emotion. From its opening moments, it becomes clear that this season is not simply continuing the story where the first season ended. Instead, it raises the stakes in almost every possible way. The peaceful landscapes may still be there, but underneath that familiar beauty, tension is growing stronger than ever. The trailer immediately gives the feeling that every character is carrying a burden that has become heavier over time. Some are hiding painful truths, others are struggling to protect the people they love, and a few seem ready to make decisions that could change their lives forever. This contrast between the calm surroundings and the emotional storm inside the characters is one of the trailer's biggest strengths. It reminds us that not every battle is fought with violence. Sometimes the hardest battles happen inside the human heart. One of the most noticeable things about the trailer is how carefully it avoids revealing too much. Instead of giving direct answers, it presents short emotional moments that immediately make viewers ask questions. Why does one conversation suddenly become so intense? What is causing certain characters to look so worried? Why does it feel like trust has become more fragile than ever before? These unanswered questions are exactly what makes the trailer so effective. Rather than explaining the story, it invites the audience to become part of the mystery. Every scene feels like a puzzle piece, but the complete picture remains hidden, encouraging fans to watch closely for details they might have missed the first time. Relationships appear to be the emotional center of Season 2, but they are clearly facing much greater challenges than before. Throughout the trailer, there is a constant feeling that love alone may not be enough to solve the problems these characters are facing. Past mistakes continue to cast long shadows over the present, and decisions that once seemed small now carry serious consequences. The people who once trusted each other completely now seem uncertain, almost as if every conversation could reveal another painful secret. This emotional uncertainty creates powerful suspense, because viewers never know whether a relationship is about to become stronger or completely fall apart. Another fascinating aspect of the trailer is how it presents change as something unavoidable. Nobody appears comfortable anymore. Every important character seems to be standing at a crossroads where they must choose between holding on to the past or accepting an uncertain future. Some are trying to protect traditions that have defined their families for generations, while others are beginning to question whether those traditions are worth the sacrifices they demand. This conflict between old values and new realities gives the story emotional depth and makes every decision feel meaningful. The trailer also suggests that secrets will play a major role throughout the season. Not every secret has to involve a shocking betrayal. Sometimes the most dangerous secrets are the ones people keep to protect someone they care about. However, as the trailer quietly hints, even good intentions can lead to devastating consequences. Every hidden truth creates another layer of tension, making it harder for characters to trust each other. As these secrets begin to surface, they could trigger a chain reaction that nobody can control. Family continues to be one of the strongest themes in Ransom Canyon, but Season 2 seems determined to test those family bonds like never before. Loyalty is no longer simple. Protecting one family member may mean hurting another. Supporting one person's dream could destroy someone else's future. These impossible choices create emotional conflict that feels realistic because there are no perfect solutions. Every character appears to be searching for the right path, but each step forward seems to come with a painful sacrifice. The trailer also introduces a growing sense of uncertainty about the future of the town itself. While personal relationships remain at the heart of the story, larger forces appear to be influencing everyone's lives. Change is coming, and not everyone is ready to accept it. Whether those changes involve new opportunities, unexpected arrivals, or conflicts that have been building for years, the trailer makes one thing very clear. The future of Ransom Canyon will not look the same once this season ends. Every decision made by these characters will have consequences that extend far beyond their own personal lives. One detail that deserves special attention is the way silence is used throughout the trailer. Some of the most powerful moments happen when characters say very little. Their expressions, their hesitation, and the emotions they struggle to hide often communicate far more than dialogue ever could. This creates an atmosphere where viewers constantly search for hidden meaning in every glance and every pause. It is a storytelling technique that builds suspense naturally because it allows the audience to imagine possibilities that may be even more dramatic than reality. As the trailer continues, it becomes increasingly clear that forgiveness will be one of the season's greatest challenges. Many characters appear to be carrying emotional wounds that have never fully healed. Some want to move forward, but cannot forget the past. Others seek forgiveness without knowing whether they truly deserve it. This emotional struggle adds another layer of complexity to the story because it reminds us that healing is often more difficult than revenge. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of the Season 2 trailer is that it never promises easy answers. Instead, it promises emotional journeys filled with difficult choices, unexpected revelations, and moments that could completely redefine the lives of the people we have come to know. Every new clue raises another question, every emotional moment hints at a deeper conflict, and every character seems to be moving toward a future they cannot fully predict. If the trailer is any indication, Season 2 is preparing to deliver a story where every relationship will be tested, every secret will matter, and every decision could change everything. And if these opening glimpses are only the beginning, then the biggest surprises may still be waiting just beyond the... One of the biggest reasons the Season 2 trailer feels so powerful is because it constantly reminds us that the greatest conflicts are often invisible. While many people may expect dramatic confrontations and shocking twists, the trailer quietly suggests that the real danger comes from emotions that have been building for a very long time. Every character appears to be carrying something they have never fully shared with the people around them. Some are holding on to guilt. Others are hiding regret. A few seem trapped between what they truly want and what they believe they must do. This emotional pressure creates an atmosphere where every conversation feels unpredictable because even the smallest misunderstanding could completely change the direction of someone's life. As the trailer unfolds, another interesting pattern begins to appear. Nearly every important relationship is placed under pressure from... As the trailer unfolds, another interesting pattern begins to appear. Nearly every important relationship is placed under pressure from outside forces. Instead of allowing people to focus only on their personal feelings, the story introduces situations that force them to make difficult choices. Should they protect the people they love, even if it means sacrificing their own happiness? Should they tell the truth, even when that truth could destroy years of trust? Or should they continue hiding painful secrets in the hope that everything will somehow work itself out? These impossible questions make the story far more engaging because there are no simple right or wrong answers. Every decision carries consequences that could affect many different lives at once. The trailer also gives the impression that time itself has become an enemy. There is a feeling that important decisions can no longer be delayed. Characters who once had the luxury of waiting now appear to understand that every moment matters. Opportunities may disappear. Relationships may reach the point where they cannot be repaired. And once certain choices are made, there may be no way to take them back. This constant pressure keeps the suspense alive because viewers know that every passing moment pushes the story closer to a major turning point. Another detail worth noticing is how carefully the trailer balances hope with uncertainty. Even during emotional moments, there are brief signs that some characters still believe things can improve. However, every hopeful moment is quickly followed by another question, another challenge, or another obstacle standing in their way. This creates an emotional roller coaster that keeps the audience emotionally invested. Just when it feels like someone may finally find peace, another complication appears, reminding us that life in... As the trailer unfolds, another interesting pattern begins to appear. Nearly every important relationship is placed under pressure from outside forces. Instead of allowing people to focus only on their personal feelings, the story introduces situations that force them to make difficult choices. Should they protect the people they love, even if it means sacrificing their own happiness? Should they tell the truth, even when that truth could destroy years of trust? Or should they continue hiding painful secrets in the hope that everything will somehow work itself out? These impossible questions make the story far more engaging because there are no simple right or wrong answers. Every decision carries consequences that could affect many different lives at once. The trailer also gives the impression that time itself has become an enemy. There is a feeling that important decisions can no longer be delayed. Characters who once had the luxury of waiting now appear to understand that every moment matters. Opportunities may disappear. Relationships may reach the point where they cannot be repaired. And once certain choices are made, there may be no way to take them back. This constant pressure keeps the suspense alive because viewers know that every passing moment pushes the story closer to a major turning point. Another detail worth noticing is how carefully the trailer balances hope with uncertainty. Even during emotional moments, there are brief signs that some characters still believe things can improve. However, every hopeful moment is quickly followed by another question, another challenge, or another obstacle standing in their way. This creates an emotional roller coaster that keeps the audience emotionally invested. Just when it feels like someone may finally find peace, another complication appears, reminding us that life in the setting itself continues to play an important role in the overall atmosphere. Ransom Canyon still looks peaceful on the surface, but the trailer repeatedly reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. Beautiful landscapes cannot erase emotional scars. Familiar places cannot protect people from painful truths. In fact, the peaceful environment often makes the emotional conflicts feel even stronger because the calm surroundings stand in complete contrast to the chaos unfolding within the characters' lives. As we move closer to the end of the trailer, the feeling of anticipation becomes almost impossible to ignore. Every new moment seems designed to raise another question instead of providing an answer. Who will finally reveal the truth they have been hiding? Which relationship will survive the pressure? Who will make the sacrifice that changes everything? And perhaps the biggest question of all, will everyone still be standing together when this emotional journey finally reaches its conclusion? By the time the trailer ends, one thing becomes perfectly clear. Season 2 is not simply returning to continue a familiar story, it is preparing to push every character further than ever before. Loyalties will be tested, emotions will reach their limits, hidden truths will come to light, and choices made in a single moment could shape the future forever. If the first season introduced us to the heart of Ransom Canyon, then this new chapter looks ready to reveal just how fragile that heart has always been. And judging by everything the trailer quietly hints at, the biggest surprises are still waiting where nobody expects to find them.